From Synergy Fitness at 226 West Park Avenue in Long Beach. We have a great show planned tonight. This past Saturday was great. Michelle O'Neill Foundation, Tommy and I, and my friend John, we were filming on the beach from like 8 in the morning to 7 p.m. And there is no better way to end the summer than the Michelle O'Neill Foundation. Over 5,000 people were there. An incredible volleyball tournament. Thousands and thousands of dollars were raised for kids with cancer. And we actually have the champion volleyball. We have a representative who won the tournament. It was amazing. I actually thought the semifinal was better than the final, but we'll get into that later in the show. But it was great theater, it was great volleyball. But we're starting the show tonight with a very, very great cause we're promoting. It's called the Cope Foundation. They have a charity walk, a big walk this Sunday in Long Beach. So let's introduce the two people who are responsible for this great organization to find out what Cope does and what they, all the great things they accomplish. Let's just bring in Julian, welcome to the show. First of all, welcome to the show, and tell the people out there how Cope was started and what was the motivation to begin this great organization.
Hi, thank you for letting us be on the show. I started the foundation after my daughter Michelle passed in 1992. She was killed in a car accident, and shortly after her passing she came to me in a dream, and she told me that she was okay, and she told me that we're the ones here that aren't okay and we needed to reach out and help each other. So I started planting seeds, and I started meeting other parents, and we started meeting in each other's homes, and that's pretty much how we were doing it until 1999, when we decided to make my dream a reality, and we created COPE, which is Connecting Our Paths Eternally, an acronym. And that's what we try to do. We started this walk 8 years ago, and it's just bringing parents together. It's all about connecting our paths and remaining connected to our children and connecting here for emotional support.
Great. All right. Now let's bring in Karen Flyer, the Executive Director of the Cape Foundation, and Lillian Cope. Karen, I was reading about the Cope Foundation, and what's great is that your organization has reached out to 250 families on Long Island. And tell the people out there exactly what your foundation has done helping all these families in Long Island dealing with a terrible tragedy.
Thanks, Howie. COPE is really focused on the insight that only people who have experienced this type of loss can truly understand the grief that others are feeling in this situation. And what we've done is we've brought together over 250 families on Long Island that have lost a child or a sibling, and allowed them to support each other and provide understanding and compassion in their most terrible time of grief. And we do that through your traditional bereavement support groups that we offer for parents and for siblings of all ages, as well as through a lot of other types of healing programs. And I think that's one of the things that makes COPE different, is we not only focus on grief, but we focus on allowing these bereaved parents and siblings to get back to living. And we do that through art therapy, music therapy, movement therapy, spirituality groups, healing events. We're doing a big healing event at CW Post November 11th. So we really focus on giving these families the tools to live as well as the tools to grieve. And we serve, as you said, 250 families at least on Long Island. And we know statistically that 3 young lives are lost each day on Long Island prematurely. So certainly there are a lot of other people out there that could benefit from COPE and COPE's programs.
Well, as you know, a terrible tragedy happened right here in Lido a few weeks ago, where 3 young children, teenagers, actually lost their lives in a horrific car accident. So it affects every community in Long Island. But specifically, there is a very big walk going on this Sunday on the boardwalk in Long Beach. Let's talk about that, because we really want a big turnout and get a lot lot of people to participate in the walk Sunday here in Long Beach?
Basically, we start our walk, the Long Beach Boardwalk, at 11 a.m. at the Riverside Boulevard intersection, and you just come right up on the walk. We do registration on site. There's no cost to walk. We just ask if people can to make donations. So everybody gathers around 11, and then 11:30 we all start walking the boardwalk together as a group, and we have Cope hats that each walker will receive that were sponsored by a local Long Beach resident named Karen Richter and her children in honor of her late husband Michael. So we have that for every walker. It's really a time of all of the Cope families and their friends and supporters and the local community to reach out to each other and to provide comfort to one another and to honor the memories of the children that we've lost. And this is the 8th year we've done it, and we've done it in Long Beach every year, with the exception of last year we had a monsoon and had to take it inside. So we're hoping that's not going to happen this year, but again, we're hoping for a really big showing at 11 a.m. at Riverside Boulevard on the Long Beach Boardwalk.
Yeah, we want a lot of people, and I want to throw in, mention one of my sponsors, Max Bialystock, got involved. They're going to donate all the coffee and bagels and cream cheese, and you know, shows that the people in the community are definitely going to support this. And we've been spreading the word, and we hope to get a lot of people down there Sunday. And to me, there's a great cause, and it just must be so gratifying to you to reach out to these families who've gone through such a terrible loss, and to know that they have help, and that people can help them deal with, you know, losing a child. Being a parent, I just can't even imagine, but it happens all the time through sickness, through car accidents, what have you. So it's got to be gratifying to know that so many families in Long Island have been greatly helped by your organization.
That's so true. And the most important thing is, you know, the support and coming together. And, you know, so often when something like this happens, we just, you know, can't even leave the house, and we turn inward, and we tend to isolate. And just coming together and walking, even if we feel so alone in our grief, we're still walking alongside of, you know, somebody else that could understand, and we have the support, and nobody has to do this alone. So if you're out there and you're around Long Beach, you know, come up on the boardwalk, and there'll be parents and siblings, and, you know, just ready to give you a hug, and, you know, just let you know that you don't have to do this alone. There is support, and there's going to be plenty of information on the boardwalk about our programs. We have a very extensive website, www.copefoundation.org, and we have a Cope Grief Hotline, and 516-364-COPE. And if you need immediate support, there's always someone on there that has experienced grief themselves, or is volunteering or working, you know, for our program. So,
That's good. You know, we were on the boardwalk, Tommy and John, we were there from like 8 o'clock to 7 p.m., Michelle O'Neill Foundation, and I loved every minute of it, and I love talking to the people, mostly in Long Beach, about how this is just a perfect way to end the summer, everybody coming on to the beach for a great cause. I love talking to the people. I love watching the volleyball at the end. It was amazing. Best volleyball I've ever seen in my life. But I got to tell you, for me personally, the highlight of the day, for me, Saturday on the boardwalk, was at the opening ceremonies when Carol O'Neill introduced a young boy, 14-year-old boy, who's battled cancer his whole life. And he wanted to come to this event to personally thank Carol O'Neill, to say, because of your Michelle O'Neill Foundation, I was able to participate in this great camp, and it meant so much to me. And this little boy who's been bone marrow transplants and been in and out of hospitals, got up there in front of thousands of people and gave a very emotional speech. To me, that was the highlight of the whole day on the, and that's what what's so great about this town is that every weekend, every week, a lot of great charities take place right here in Long Beach. So we hope that there's a big turnout this Sunday on the boardwalk, 11 a.m. Riverside. All right, we're going to take a break. If we can look in the background, a big write-up over the weekend, Newsday, snapshot of Long Beach. We're going to have the author on right after the show, images of Long Beach. Everyone in Long Island, not just Long Beach, is talking about this phenomenal book. The author, Dave Aardvark, will touch on this book after the break. All right, this is Halftime Howie coming to you live from Synergy Fitness. The Cope Foundation is here. The bands, the author, the Vision of Hope, the beach promoter, the trainer, the volleyball player. More fun with Halftime Howie, broadcasting on the beach. Live from Synergy on WGN.